And today I'm going to introduce you to Ryan Morgan. He has a very interesting niche. It's hard to even explain, a lot of things involved, but let's say he can help a lot of people. But I'll let him explain his history and how he came to do what he does. So Ryan, kind of like give you a brief history and what do you do now?
Sure. Thanks so much, man. Yeah. So my brief history is fundraising for tech startups. So in 2016, I actually wrote my first patent. It was for an app that I created called Talking Tickets. And the idea of the app was to like automate interacting with audiences in real time, like on a Jumbotron, like creating an app where people can interact with it. And I also was raising money for these solar power Wi-Fi towers. And I found this developer. I was so committed to the project. I moved from New York to the Philippines to reduce my expenses. This developer was working on these solar Wi-Fi towers. I was raising 800K for the project. And so I would write copy by day to pay my bills, and then I would call investors by night. And so after I got burnt out from that, I did raise 100,000 for the towers, but we just couldn't get it off the ground. I had to go back home, and I had to humble myself. I had to go back home to my mom's house at 26. And I started the company that I'm doing now on my mom's air mattress. And what I'm doing now is I created a company called All Done Consulting. And in a nutshell, what I do is I figured out a way to automate fundraising for early stage concepts. So over the past 3 years, I've raised 3.5 million for 20 plus different services and companies. And it got to the point where I realized that the contacts I was generating were more valuable than the services that I was offering. So I decided to create a software product to just automate fundraising by connecting investors, companies, and consultants. So now I'm just looking for companies that want to grow, or people that want to invest, or people that want to put their time to better use online. So that's what I do. So to answer your question, what is my niche? I would say my niche is fundraising, and I created an app to make it easier to do that.
Awesome. Well, you kind of already answered the next question probably, but we'll ask anyway. So yeah, who do you like to connect and who can you help? Obviously, there's all kinds of people that need help raising money, I guess. But yeah, going to your niche, who do you work, who can you help? Especially in the real estate space, I guess,
Yeah. So on the real estate side, I want to be able to help people that want to invest in the real estate, and just people who want to invest in general, right? The reason why I created the app is because to solve internet fraud. So what ended up happening is I spent $5,000 on a campaign, raised 300,000 for a company. And this guy just ran off. Like we played poker together every single week for like 3 months. And he would invite like 12, 15 entrepreneurs to that poker event. And it was crazy because like there were so many like high level real entrepreneurs that would go to the poker. And so we all trusted him. We were like, why would we not trust the guy who, brought us all together? And so like when he ran off with the money to skip town, that's when I created the app. I was like, man, there's so many other like super salespeople like myself that are like doing good work, creating relationships with clients, and those clients are getting frauded by illegitimate people, right? So the number one people that I want to connect with is people that want to invest. Like, right, you spent like your whole life saving money, and you're seeing all these internet ads, and you're just like, you want to do it, but you're just like scared. There's something, right? You're seeing these like internet things, you want to get into it, but there's something holding you back. Or like I said, if you're a real estate investor and you're trying to get into larger deals, I can help with that as well. Because the whole idea of my app is like I've been able to associate with myself with 8-9 figure players in the real estate space. So I have currently 25% equity at this hotel acquisitions company, where the operator, he's been managing and flipping hotels for 30 years. He's only had 2 hotels not succeed. Right. So if you want to learn how to get into hotels, I have someone who has like pretty much unlimited deal flow. Like if we had $100 million today, he would know he's got a portfolio of deals that are being sent to him every single day. And on the multifamily side, we're actually in the process. So we're setting up a fund for the hotels. We're also setting up a fund for my new client. And so he's done like 266 million in multifamilies. And yeah, like I said, so we're setting up a fund for him. And what we're looking to do, who I'm looking to help is, like I said, that small time investor that he has 25, 50K and he wants to put he wants to put the money into something bigger, something safe. So that's who I'm trying to connect with.
Awesome.
And if you're a company that needs help getting money, then I would like to connect with you as well.
Awesome. Yeah, what he didn't mention, I didn't push him to mention, is he also has a trucking thing that you can be as a passive investor, make a cash flow. You can go to his website. You can get all that information. There's so many different venues. So I will be sharing that info with the post I'll be posting. So all Ryan's info. So you can go look at all his info. There's plenty of avenues there. So look it up and check it out and see if it's a fit.
I'm looking to connect with people that want to invest, people that need some money, people that want to see value to their time. If those are one of those three things, I want to talk to you, man.
There you go. There you go. Successfully said. All right, awesome, Ryan. So you created a successful company. Obviously, you had other successful ventures. Not of your fault, something happened, but anyway, so right now, what inspires you? You're up to big things. So what inspires you to get up and do what you do every day?
What inspires me is, when I was 5 years old, I remember waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning when my parents had to go up and go to work. They would have to drive like 2.5 hours to New York City every single day. And then they would drop me off with a babysitter and it was like freezing cold. And I just remember at the age of 5, I knew that I didn't want to do what my parents were doing. I was like, I didn't know what entrepreneurship was. I had no concept of laptops or internet, but I was just like this, and in my spirit inherently knew that that was not something I was going to do. So what inspires me is this freedom. I like just legitimately, I went to Bucknell University and, I went to school with a bunch of corporate America types, some of the highest level elite people in the country. And I just knew, like I said, that I just wasn't fit for corporations, and I wanted to create freedom for myself, but I also wanted to give other people the ability to enjoy the American dream. So what inspires me is just giving people the ability to be free to like pursue their creative endeavors. Like the one thing that actually, like, if you handed me $10 billion, what I would do like next week is I would make music videos to teach people how to make money online. Like that's actually like my end goal in life.
Wow. Awesome.
So I have like 30 songs are already written out. And like, so the whole idea is to make music videos that are like telling my story and like showcasing the like successful life. But like, unlike all the other rappers that are like showing off their cars and stuff, I'm going to be like, look, like I created a 9-figure, 10-figure consulting business. And if you want to learn how you can, be affiliated with me, invest with me, work with me, just click the link below. There's currently no one that I know that's using, creative content as a way to educate and grow businesses like that. So to answer the question is, what inspires me is putting people in position to pursue the American dream. And I want to revolutionize the way that people get educated to do that.
Awesome. That's a great goal. Awesome. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So awesome. So, well, you created obviously successful businesses. So you probably have a lot of tips, but you got to only share one tip. Business or professional? Yeah, I mean, professional or personal. It can be anything. But what's the one tip that has helped you that can help others?
Yeah, the one tip that I would say, I'm not sure who said the quote, but I was looking at it yesterday, and he said that success is going from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm, right? I would say the biggest tip I would give if you want to get entrepreneurship is just learn to accept failure. Like, right, I just wired out $25,000 today because I failed on a funnel, right? Like I told him, I said, look, if I don't give you a 4x return in 6 months, I'm going to send you 25K back, right? And I just took that L today and I accepted it. But guess what? That guy's always going to be a reference for me because he knows that he knows I'm a legitimate person. And if you just, do good work and you honor your word, that people will respect that. So learn how to accept failure, be willing to have it happen. I think that's the biggest reason why most people don't succeed is because they like get uncomfortable with the idea of saying they're going to do something and then not accomplishing it. Mm-hmm. Just be willing to fail.
Awesome.
Fail faster.
Yeah, no, awesome. That's an awesome tip. Winston Churchill actually said that.
He did, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome tip. Yeah, I agree completely. Well, there you go. So Ryan, reach out to Ryan. I mean, I'll be posting his links, wherever I post, Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube. So reach out to him. He has all these different tools to help you, whether you want to invest or you want to be a passive investor or you want to raise money. all those things, right?
Yeah.
And more probably. So anyway, reach out to him, look up his website, look at what he can do, and he can help you with. And like I said, he's a great guy to connect to. So that's all. Anything else, Ryan, you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is, guys, if you got a dream, go for it. You got one life to live, you might as well make it happen. And if there's any way that my network can help you, feel free to reach out to us at alldonconsulting.com.
Awesome. All right. Thanks again, Ryan. Thanks for
Take care.
taking the time.
It's all done. Take care. Bye-bye.